You know I mentioned your wig because you think, well, you think you're light skinned, you think you're prettier than everybody. That's what you said.
No, what did...
That
Wait,
is
did
what
you
you
hear
said.
that?
Including on the
Did
group
you hear me
chat,
say
you were
this?
the Hitler that tried to say that
Did
I'm the
you
result of
hear me
diluted
say
black
this?
blood.
Are you mad?
These people are racist.
Are you mad?
And then they keep...
You're mad.
And you know when black people
You're
say, oh, yeah,
mad.
this is
You're
racism,
actually
but you
mad.
can't
You're
explain
actually mad.
exactly
You're
what
the
it is.
hater.
You see, look at the
you knew that
language.
when I walk in the room,
You see the
that
difference.
people give me attention, and that's what you
But
didn't like. You walk with your space
Do you
boots,
think
trying to get attention from
Listen,
everyone.
do you think
I
need
was
attention? Look at
told.
me.
I was told. She was
No,
hating on
guys.
me.
Yes, my people. Welcome back to another episode of One on One. I'm your host, Melinda the Fourth, aka Sukali. You may know me from the In My Opinion podcast. We are here today to discuss one of our dilemmas that's been sent in, and we have got two wonderful guests that are going to help us dissect this. To my right, I am joined by Denava.
Hi, guys.
How are you?
I'm curious.
Bananga, why are you curious?
I don't know what this is about. I'm trying to see who's going to be sitting on the upside.
Why did it have to be the op side? That was really good, by the way, because opposite and op.
Exactly.
Yeah, I like that.
Because, you know, this is you people.
Me people.
You guys are set up.
Me?
Yes.
I'm
I
somebody's
feel like
child. I
I'm
don't
ready
set
to be
up
set
anybody.
up for something, and then you're going to ask me some mad scenario that could put me in a compromising position.
I would
Who
never
knows?
do that to you. I would never do that
I
to you.
pray you don't.
Banang, I think you should just bring your up because
Are
before you
sure?
give your energy to me.
Are you sure you're ready to see the situation?
The situation?
Yeah.
Are we?
Okay, cool then. Let's go
bonjour.
then. Come, bring the
Ça va
ups
bien?
in.
Yeah,
Bring
ça va.
them.
You're most welcome. Hey.
You people.
Hello,
Problems.
dear.
Hello.
Problems. What is the problem?
This is the person that was
Hello.
telling you.
Lovely to
How
see
are
you.
you?
Happy
All
New
your
Year.
dear. Hey.
Can we still say Happy New Year?
Yes, Happy New Year.
Yeah.
Merry Christmas, Happy New Year,
Yeah.
everything.
You're most welcome. We have Lois here in the studio. Y'all not gonna say hi to each other? Or?
I don't have to acknowledge a person in the room.
Oh,
She doesn't exist in my reality.
okay. Is there a reason for that?
Yeah, she disrespected me on set for no reason.
There's a few reasons why I don't like people. I observe people across a long period of time. It's not just because of what happened on the episode. There's just a few things about this person that don't match up. I listen to what you say and I look at your actions. Without having to say a lot of things, her substance and what I observed was not to my liking, and it was not to what I would have around me. Let's keep it cryptic because I don't want to be mean.
No, go for it, because I can handle
on
it.
On the episode,
I'm a straight talker.
The problem is on the episode as well, especially when you smile to people. Sometimes people get a bit familiar, and it's irritable for me because I think that sometimes people think that they are.
We barely spoke.
But you keep cutting me off.
Wait,
Because you
let
are
her
like,
finish
it's
and
just
then-
jarring.
No, because
She's
she's chatting
shouting.
shit.
Well, you asked me, and I'm telling you, I
People
don't
got
like,
familiar. What's
I don't
familiarity?
I don't like this. I don't like this. This is the thing. I can see this
Alright,
from
shout-
a mile
shout
away.
your
I
shit
can
then.
observe somebody and read them. That is why she didn't fail the test. She actually proved me right. That's why she squared up to me in the
Yeah,
episode.
and I'll do it again.
You see, but there you go. That's what I'm talking about. That's why I don't like people like this. And I could see them from a mile away. To the point that even she beefed China. She's just very
You keep
aggressive.
talking about
She moves like a dude. She does too much. That for me is
That's what I'm saying.
unladylike. Is not the type of women that I want around me. And let me tell you something. My mom gave me the best advice. Tell me who your friends are, and I'll tell you who you are. I don't want to be that. That's why, as far as I'm concerned, there's nothing more to say. I just don't like you.
Well, you guys could at least just agree to disagree, and you don't have to be friends, isn't it? But you
Listen,
also
I
don't
was
have
more
to-
than happy to not be friends.
Yeah.
You understand? I did not come into Backchat to make friends. I told you already my journey. I came in last minute. You understand? I was cool. My thing is when I was speaking and I've asked you to stop speaking over me, all of a sudden, all this. So now it's clear she didn't like me. Do you get it?
Oh.
And I never felt it until that moment when I asked her to stop talking. All it took for me was to establish a boundary between us.
Oh, I know.
And boom, you've got a big ego. You are this, you are that.
I know.
Mispronouncing my name, my Ugandan name that my parents gave to me, purposefully mispronouncing
call you?
it, whilst your name is not even English. Like, bro, you
Of course
don't need
not,
to
'cause
do
I'm
all
not
of that.
English.
You
What
don't
do you
need
want me to do, bro? You're not even English
so what you're
yourself.
proving is that your prejudice is that you will mistreat treat people based on how you feel about them, whereas I don't
Yeah,
do
how
that.
treat
That's
people.
what
You
you've.
treat
That's
people
what
based on
you've
how you feel
chosen.
about them.
I
That's-
treated you based on the disrespect that you showed me. Before that, I was happy to have a mutual respect.
said to this
we are
person
we are
they're
cast
long.
members. We are cast members. We're colleagues.
And
You
still-
understand?
and still the same
you
thing.
don't need to be
We're not
disrespectful over
colleagues.
me, though.
We are not
Are you
colleagues.
guys still
Relax.
on Backchat? Are you not going to be together again?
I mean, I've been
Just
asked to
agree
do the next
yeah,
season,
agree
so
to
I'll be back.
disagree.
I don't know if
thought-
she's going to be back.
I don't
I know that the
I'll-
fan.
I'll
I know that.
see.
I know that the
I'm
comments.
working on some serious
the
projects. You know,
the
I might
comments
just
were
be
great
famous
for me
tomorrow,
anyway.
so who
So that episode when it came
Yeah,
out, no
don't
one
need
was on the Nova
validation.
side.
I've
I'm going to
been
be
in
very
this-
honest with you.
I've
They
been
called
in
her
this
a pick
industry
me.
for a while. That's why
And she
we're not
keeps talking about
colleagues.
me and
There's
China's
levels.
beef. Like me and China have not been friends for time.
levels.
China came to my birthday. Do you get what I'm saying? And he had a great time. So you keep talking about something that was resolved from May last year when
It
your
doesn't
boy
matter.
who you love so much.
It exposes who you are. And you
It's
think-
because,
you-
but what about your
and let me
boy
tell you
China?
something.
China argues
China
all
without-
the time,
without-
but
I'm
China's
sorry,
great,
China.
right?
But without,
China's someone you can
you
bump
know,
heads with. She's always
without
touching
pushing him
China
in
as
front of
well.
the bus,
We
but
all felt
China
like
is
she
a
liked
very-
him,
is
to
a
be
very
honest. I think
diplomatic
her and
person.
China have probably
That's what she doesn't
done
understand,
something
but
and
it's
China
cool.
friend zoned her.
Wait.
Lol, I beg.
Come on.
That is
But China
hilarious.
always comes up. China always comes up.
China, I beg.
China
I love
always
this.
comes up.
China, you see you're
Listen,
causing problems here.
China always comes up.
Listen, also that's
China,
another
whenever
thing.
China's not even in the room, China comes up.
I've got 2 points to make.
Okay.
Two points. One thing that triggered me is the fact that this one is constantly talking about, but I read the Bible. I read the Bible.
That was one episode?
No, it was not. She says this all the time. And then her behavior does not match with her morals. So for me, that's a red flag.
One sec.
Two,
well, so you might as well
two,
cut the whole world
let me-
off.
Two.
That's everyone. You might as well cut the whole world off.
Two, let me tell you another thing that I know to be the truth. Okay? The people, girls in general, maybe not her, definitely, obviously. They don't like the way that I'm actually quite close with the boys. That's why they seem to think that I may have a crush on them or anything when we're just brethren, we're bros for life. And I know fully well, also by her behavior with one of my bros for life, that she's also, again, on top of everything that I've already said, not the sort of person that I want around me. There's too much context to this that she doesn't understand. I think deeper than one episode where I told her that she's long. I observed
Your
people.
bro for life
And
that came
is
to my
why-
birthday. You see,
and
you're
that
back
is
in.
And that is why, oh, wow, congratulations, your bro for life. My bro for life is your friend. Like, I'm not jealous. If I tell you what me and China do, you'll be like, oh my God, clean, me and him are not friends.
But I don't-
But anyway,
I didn't even-
as I was saying, this is what happens. That's why they always say, oh, you have a crush on this guy, you have a crush on that guy, you have a crush on this guy. Like, bro, I don't care about boy attention, actually. I really don't, for many reasons. And then two, none of these girls are my competition. I don't care. I walk into a room, I have my own attention. Look at how I dress. Look at what I look
force
like.
it down people's
I don't
necks.
care. You can't help yourself to look. I didn't speak to half of the people. In fact, I didn't speak to most people for the first few episodes until China introduced me. Because I don't go begging it with people. I don't need friends.
Okay, so you're
and I don't need
cold as a
attention because
person.
attention for me just comes easy.
You're cold as a
it's an
person.
alpha. What can I say? I've gone viral too much.
Oh wow. Okay, I think I've heard both your points, and I just think there's no, you lot are not going to be friends.
No, I've
You lot are not
always.
going to be friends.
Yes,
Okay, you just
no.
have mutual respect. So that every
She
time you
didn't
see
like
each
me
other-
from when she first met me.
But that's fair enough.
And then
You know?
decided
Why
to
you
spew it
upset
at
about
the
that?
end.
Why?
No,
I got
no.
tired. Long
You
time.
not liking me
Too
is
much,
not
love.
the problem. I don't expect everyone to like me. My thing is, don't then start spewing out hate because I gave you a boundary.
No, because you think you're bad and you squared up to me and you started talking
Oh, now I
nonsense
think I'm
because I said
bad?
you're long because you constantly talk about how you read the Bible and you don't move like somebody.
I mean, I
that
studied
reads the Bible.
theology, which
Yeah,
is
okay,
study
that's
of
good.
the,
Then maybe you
the-
should have
of
let
God.
that absorb it into
I am
your
an RE
substance.
teacher.
Okay.
You
Let
know,
that absorb
so
into your substance so that your actions align with your words.
I really
That's my
tried to
problem.
darling,
the,
if you want to judge me by that standard, you might as
My
well
words
throw
align with my
everybody
actions.
into
So
hell.
People that
Okay.
talk the talk and
Throw
they walk the
everybody
walk,
into
red
hell.
flags. I talk the talk and I walk the walk.
Okay,
Simple.
okay. I've tried to be Dr. Phil. I've failed at being Dr. Molina.
You did okay though. You did
I
okay.
tried.
You did okay.
I love
I
you.
thought you lot could be friends.
Oh,
I'd love
no.
everyone to hug and make up. Cool. Let's get into today's dilemma, guys.
Okay.
Regardless of whatever you lot have outside of this, hopefully you can advise our viewer fairly.
Go
and
on
in
then.
the best way you guys know
Hopefully.
how. Yeah.
Let's see how it goes. 'Cause
Interesting
I've seen her
dilemma.
recently on a podcast giving some very interesting advice. So, yeah, let's see what she says today.
Okay. Okay.
Talking about black women wearing hairy hats on their heads that stink.
Wow. If the
Oh,
shoe
I remember
fits,
that. I remember that.
Okay. Should we discuss this off camera?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
Let's do it off camera.
Yeah, let's help this viewer.
My money is time. time is my money. I ain't got time for that. But I'm here because I got a lot of love for my people. So let's go to the scenario.
Okay. She's doing Trend Central a favor. Okay, let's go.
Oh, okay. Let me just start the dilemma.
Sorry.
Okay. Kakati. My boyfriend's mother sent him to prison. I've just had a baby boy with my boyfriend, and unfortunately, he lost his job just before I gave birth. So he's been trying his best to make ends meet and provide for our son. He allegedly did a robbery, and his mother found the proceeds and reported him to the police. Now he's serving 7 years in prison. I know him doing the alleged robbery was wrong, but since he was laid off, he's tried to find work, but as an ex-offender, he kept getting turned away. He was just trying to make some money for our baby. I'm struggling to forgive his mother and have stopped her and her family from seeing my son. If she can snitch on her own son, I don't think that's someone my son needs in his life, as she'll one day do it to him. Whatever happened to family loyalty? Am I in the wrong?
What a scenario.
People have problems.
Because I'm troublesome, I just want to be argumentative and combative. She can give her opinion first if she wants.
I guess I'm still formulating my opinion.
There's a lot to dissect, isn't there? There's
It's quite a big scenario there.
And there's a lot of allegeds.
A lot of alleged, but right is right and wrong is wrong, isn't it? So I'm a mum, and so I know what it means to have a child. And if my child ever did a madness, like if I found money, I wouldn't report him.
You wouldn't?
I wouldn't.
Okay.
But let me tell you, when he gets home, I'm going to be like, you better move this money. I do not want it in my house.
Okay, so you wouldn't spend it?
I'd be tempted, but I wouldn't.
Okay.
I wouldn't, because I need to show him that, listen, this is not the way to do this. Do you get what I'm saying? Fast money, all of that. It's not worth it. And I'll just, I wouldn't report it. I wouldn't. I can't lie.
So the fact that you would not report it, do you then side with this person that sent it in saying she stopped the mother from seeing?
No, nah. The son stopped himself from seeing his child. His own actions.
Okay. I thought you would side with her since you have the
No, I know I wouldn't
don't
as a
report.
mum.
Yeah.
It depends though. If my son has murdered someone, no.
Yeah, this one was not a murder.
It's not a murder. Alleged. Yeah,
Alleged.
no. As in, because this country finesses people, whatever, like I kind of get why people get this mindset of getting fast money, all that kind of stuff. People want to obviously live good lives. But yeah, I wouldn't report. But if I was the girlfriend, let's change it. If I was the girlfriend, I'd be vexed at the mum, but I'd understand. If like, just because I wouldn't do it doesn't mean you wouldn't.
So you would forgive the mum and continue allowing her access?
Yes,
Even
your
though
grandma.
she's taking away that new baby's
Your
father.
grandma.
Now another fatherless household.
It's so complicated, these things.
Oh, they're
Because it's not
complicated.
fatherless because mum just threw him in there.
That's true.
She saw something that was worthy enough to go and report. It's a tough one, but I
What do
wouldn't.
you say?
Can you summarize, please? So is it?
So, okay, I'll summarize for you. So,
I
a
know the
couple-
scenario, but
yeah?
the opinion, because I just want to make sure that I heard it properly. So
So this opinion was basically, if she was the mother that found her son has committed a crime, she would not report him.
okay,
Right? But if she was the mother that's just had the baby, she also would not stop access to his family just because they reported him to the police.
okay. So there's two parts to this. There's the
Yes.
mum side, and then there's the
The baby mum side.
baby mum side, not
Yeah.
wife. Baby
Yeah.
mum.
Oh, baby mum.
There's,
Okay.
I mean, according to China, there's a big difference between a single mother and a baby mother. So,
Fair enough.
okay,
Not China.
as a mother, as much as you want to protect your child and show love and this and that, ultimately this is what perpetuates crime within most communities. Is people keeping quiet and enabling certain traumas to continue, i.e. robberies, murders, drug dealing, and all of these things. At some point, somebody's going to have to right the wrongs. And who knows where the boy even got any of this money for, whoever it was that he robbed. Go to prison is best, because if those people come back after you, it's your family that's going to be at risk, probably not just you. So, responsible, a law-abiding citizen, that's the mother. Now, on the other side, the baby mother, if she was a wife, then maybe she could be a little bit more entitled to safeguard her nuclear family with the guy and the child, because the mother could be a problem because the relationship between mother and son is, a bit dodgy. But then at the same time, you're a baby mother, relax yourself. Who are you to come between a mother and a son? If they're going to reconcile, the son and the mom, let them. It's not your business. And your grandchild should have access to the grandmother. Unless the grandmother is a bad person, which I don't think she would be if she reported her son for the right reasons. Everybody's got to answer for their crimes.
Oh, okay. What do you think?
It's interesting. I can tell Denova obviously hasn't grown up here in the UK. Do you know what I'm saying? So I think for me, obviously, growing up in Tottenham, for example, where you grow up on the estates and you see how people live, I can see how people's mentality can lead them to committing certain crimes, especially when it comes to money. Do I condone them? Absolutely not. Do I contribute in them? Do I enable? No. But I'm just saying, as for a young man, for example, there's so much pressures. I would more so want to have a conversation than send him to prison, because prison doesn't necessarily work. Prison is just punishment. It's not rehabilitation. You understand? So what you're going to do is, or what you potentially could do, is actually ruin the relationship between you and your son. Because I could possibly start a conversation and be like, what is your mindset around money? Can I give you money every month, for example, to help you? What do you need to buy? What is it you're trying to do? Do you know what I'm saying? Well, let's have a conversation. But again, if you didn't grow up in London, do you know what I'm saying? I think there's a different mentality that Denova has. I can tell when it comes to the UK in terms of growing up in the black community. I can tell she has this mindset towards the way black people are here.
Compared to, where did you grow up?
I grew up in Portugal and I'm Angolan. So for me, I did not grow up here, which means that when I come to this country, when I observe things and I work within the community and I'm actually in touch with the grassroots, I understand where the tumors are. And the tumors are in people having bad parenting, reliance on the state, and the stay quiet rule, where people don't talk. So if you don't talk, your problems will never get solved. And sometimes there has to be a sacrificial lamb that sets the example and the deterrent for those around. If your mother can send you to prison for you doing the bad things, then anyone should be able to send anyone else that is doing the wrong thing in the community, and actually creating bad examples and continuing to enable this vicious cycle of, our mentality, we're suffering, we're poor. Listen, this country gives way too many opportunities for people to go and do those things. That I know, because I'm not from this country and this country made me. So how can somebody that was born here not do better than me? Because of the mentality of what? And that's why people need to start doing the more drastic things to change the mentality, because nothing is going to be solved with we understand, we feel sorry for ourselves, pity, this, no. We are all the same, actually. And in this country, everyone's got opportunity. That's a fact.
Do you think my response is giving pity?
Yeah.
Interesting.
Of course. Because how can you be saying, I understand the mindset? Yeah, we understand the mindset, which is wrong. The mindset is wrong. So why are you going for crime?
So understanding something.
Why are the adults grooming children to go into crime? You see how many 15-year-olds are dead now? Why isn't anyone talking in the community? Because, we understand. We don't understand. Your kids are dying because people are quiet because they want to understand instead of fixing the problem.
And what is the fix? What's the quick fix, since you seem to know it, Candice?
The fix is people need to start to talk so that people know they can't hide.
But that's what I'm saying. I said I'll talk to my son. I'll have a conversation with him. I might even do a family gathering. Do you get what I'm saying? Let's get the uncles involved. What's going on? Do you get what I'm saying?
She's talking about the fact that you said you wouldn't report your son.
No, because of the type of crime it is. Because of the type of crime.
Is that enabling, do you think?
No, because I would then do what I can. Like I said to you, I even said, if for example, I had a salary and let's just say he had the business idea that maybe he's trying to do, I would invest, I would help him. This is what I'm saying. I would be like, as your mother, how can I help you establish the dreams that you want? You've obviously gone down the fast money route, which is not the way. I've caught to you. Let's sit and talk about it. What's really going on? If you go to prison, cool. You've done 7 years. Have you changed? The system now is going to make it even harder for you because you've been inside. Now try and get yourself a job. Guess what? You're probably going to go back into that fast money. And this is how we have perpetuating systems of black men constantly in and out of prison.
They go to prison because they get caught, not because their mother's telling them. If mothers start talking a bit more and snitching, actually people would not do it because they know the community is not trying to hide them. That's it.
You know what?
People
That's
go
a good
to prison
point.
because they get caught.
I can give that in terms of maybe if more families were like, yo, if you do this, I'm going to report you. Maybe. But again, there's brokenness in families. So even that, if you do this, it might not fully work. I don't think it's a quick fix. But sometimes the way the Nova talks, it feels like she's come from Portugal and she's like, yeah, this is what's going on in society. You guys need to do this and change that. Like she's Candace Owens. And I'm
Do you remember when I told you that people seem to dislike me because I speak the truth in a way that they perceive or project themselves to think that I'm superior? I don't think I'm superior. I speak the way that I speak because I'm an educated person. I don't need to speak like trash to be able to be relatable. You know, I know the solutions to the problems because I am educated. I'm professionally experienced in these things. If people don't want to hear somebody that is actually educated, probably because of how I look, people don't want to take me seriously and they think I'm speaking out of superiority instead of knowledge, then, you know, that's on them, isn't it?
What do you mean, how you look? What's how you look?
I don't know. I think people seem to think that, you know, this image is not the image of somebody that has brains somehow. But, you know, I'm here to break barriers and show people differently.
Fair enough. Okay, I think both your points, by the way, have been amazing on this one. But I do think there is a point here of, by keeping quiet, are we enabling? Do you know what I mean? And I think that's something that you have both touched upon in different ways. What would you be your advice to the woman, that the baby mother, as you called her? Are you both saying she should give access to the grandmother, even though the grandmother snitched?
Yes.
Okay, and that's what you're saying as well, I think.
Your baby mother, mind your business. Take care of your child and then trust the father to have his time with his child and see his mom if he wants to. It's none of your business.
Okay.
That's it.
Would you ever tell, if the child ever asked you why did daddy go to prison, would you tell them that mum reported, your grandma reported your dad?
There's no need to do all that.
No?
I think when
Not
the
as a
child
child.
grows up,
Okay.
yeah.
Interesting.
Or maybe
the
you can make it
details
a
later.
joke, a family joke, you know, grandma is a snitch. Make it a little bit
That's
light
it,
so
though.
that they can start from early getting used to the story. So that in the future they're like, oh my God, trauma. My grandmother snitched on my father and he went to prison for 7 years. Just start making a joke out of it from early, you know.
The dramatic.
Desensitize the situation. Why not?
Fair enough. And do you think she should be cordial with the grandmother?
Respect is nothing that should ever go, you know, under the rug. It doesn't matter what the situation is, you don't forget respect. And especially if you're a cultured person, it comes down to manners. It doesn't matter. You say good evening, good afternoon, whatever, and keep it pushing. You don't need to be friendly, but at least be respectful.
Even though she took the father of your child away, she's the reason why.
I mean, you would have probably then been with somebody that probably would have put himself in that situation if he didn't learn the lesson early enough. Slap on the wrist. Now, if you're with somebody that is a criminal, that this is how they make their livelihood, you as a woman need to start questioning yourself and thinking, okay, what could this mean for my family? What kind of risks is this person willing to take? I just had a baby and he still went to do a robbery. Good thing it was his mum that reported it, quick and easy. Now, if it was the police, it would be a case, this headache, this one. Just, come on. Everybody's going to face these consequences, either here or in the afterlife. You might as well do it here, it's easier.
Okay, what do you think about that?
Sorry, a lot was said, so I need to try and remember if you can summarize for me.
So, is she right to feel a type of way towards the grandmother, or does she still need to be cordial towards her?
I think she should keep her relationship, definitely, because at the end of the day, family is family. And like I said, grandma didn't do this just off her own whim. She didn't wake up and say, I want my son to go to prison. Do you know what I'm saying? She's seen something that was worthy enough to report. So, yeah, absolutely. If anything, she's being responsible. So, yeah, she can teach the grandchild as well. Do you know what I'm saying? It's family. Like, we've got to make this work. The way I see it is the actions are down to the man.
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying? He was obviously just caught doing it. And so, yeah, he has to face the consequences. Okay. But in terms of with the enabling comment you were making before, the only reason why, again, I'm going to push the conversation thing more than reporting is only because sometimes a lot of these things are going on quietly. And then mum is finally understanding what is going on with her child. I think sometimes we obviously really want the utopian version of how families are, but the truth is people are too busy to work on themselves emotionally and really be intentional with their parenting and all those kind of things. It's a shame. Society needs to change. But society as it is now, is that happening? Has that son been catered to from when he was a boy? What's going on with him? Do you get what I'm saying? I think maybe because I study psychology, I just always have a much more introspective point of view. What's going on inside of you? That's where my head is at. So, yeah.
Well, I just think that sometimes people are just being too like soft and sweet with it. People need, a bit more tough love. Everyone's too soft. Everyone's like, oh, I've got so many issues. I've got so much this. I've got so... Life is not easy. It's never been easy. It's not going to get easier.
That's
Which
my
means
thing. Life is hard.
At this point now, is if you're making bad choices, there's plenty around you to show you that certain choices should not be made. It does not take a genius to know that if you rob somebody or if you sell drugs, or if you kill somebody, it's the wrong thing to do and you could go to prison. You know your choices. You know the consequences. Let's not hide behind, again, the context of where we come from. Poverty is everywhere. Struggle is everywhere.
I'm just saying that we as people do this. People know that cigarette boxes literally have cancer pictures. And people are still saying, yeah, can I get... No. Do you get what I'm saying? You know this thing is killing you, but you're still doing it. You're taking sugar, for example. It's killing you. But there are so many things that we indulge in as human beings that we know are not good for us, but we still do them. Why? That's my thing.
So you want to know the why?
Crime can lead to people's vices.
Why?
It's because
I'm saying some people have a very it's just black or white. I'm grey.
Okay.
For someone who has lived in many places in the world, it's got really serious cultural exposure, I can tell you. Whatever is happening here is happening all over the world. And the problem is the same and the solution is the same. Stop being so soft on people and start applying the law the right way. Then
life
you see a lot of change.
hard.
People need
like
a little
you
bit of a
said,
militant
why
sort of
be
like,
hard? If life is already hard, as she said, life is hard. Life's gonna do this.
Militant.
Then you
People
go home
have
and the person is
purpose.
hard.
Give them purpose. Be militant. Teach them rules of routine, habits. Tell them what to think and where to go. And then you'll see it'll be very easy.
As a child, you can do that. Once they grow up, you can't do
Exactly.
that. I'm a teacher. You're a
Exactly.
teacher.
Exactly.
I know how it goes.
So that's why the mother did the right thing. She failed. So send your son to prison. He's suffering and your suffering will be your lesson then. It's easy. Let's stop being so soft on people. You're robbing people or you're robbing banks or you're doing crime and people trying to say, oh, let's talk about it. No, you've
So
messed
black
up.
and white.
Should have done something else. No, it's just the truth. The truth is very simple, very straightforward. There's no
So when
need
you
to
say the
talk
community
about it.
should talk about it more,
Snitch.
what should...
Snitch.
Oh, it's not conversation.
Snitch.
It's
That's
not
what they should
families
do,
coming
snitch.
together.
So you're
Tired.
against the
Do you know how many... Listen, what disgusts me really is the fact that these things are happening in real life. We see everywhere that we go. There's people robbing people, people killing people, drugs are everywhere.
But why?
And now people are going for guns. Kids are holding freaking guns. And you know what the craziest thing is? The community know who these people are that have got these guns. They know who killed who. They know all of these things, but they stay quiet. And then they say that the police is their ops. I beg, don't piss me off. This is so just stupid.
Well, so you assume police are always trustworthy?
I assume that the police have a job to do. And actually, I feel quite bad for the police because they are doing a job. They're so much more traumatizing than you can imagine. And we're still talking as if they're the problem when our community is riddled with traumas. To the point that
Can
we're
you
saying
answer my
mothers
question?
should talk to their children when they commit crimes, when really they should deal with the consequences of their actions.
Can you answer my question though? Do you think police are always trustworthy?
Not always.
Okay.
Because
So
it's
let's
humans.
just stop there. Do you think police are always trustworthy?
No, of course not.
Right. Bruv.
The same way teachers are not
Systematic
always
racism.
trustworthy. Teachers sometimes sleep with their children. Nobody is trustworthy in this life. But the majority, to assume that the majority of the police is not trustworthy to the point that the community stays quiet and lets crime continue to happen,
I understand that.
unchallenged, then look, come on. Who's the ignorant ones here? Think about it. I'm just saying.
I
It's just-
definitely think communities need to do better at creating healthier families. I think if there were healthier families where there was real love, as in love feels like love, Mulinde. Love actually, my mum loving me feels like love. Then I think we'd have much healthier societies. I just think everyone is trying to cope. People are constantly trying to put themselves in a better situation. And so people find themselves doing things that they shouldn't do. I just think more conversation needs to happen rather than punishment.
You guys have been amazing. You've argued your points well.
I do this for a living.
Oh, well, damn. I appreciate you both being here. To our viewer, I hope you've got an answer from both our panelists. I appreciate you sending in the dilemma. Guys, in the comments, let us know what you think. It's been a very interesting dilemma. Till next time, I've been your host, Melinda the Fourth. Peace.